A lot of shit's changed because of COVID. And we'll go from there, okay? So where did you park? Over here? Park right there? We'll go down that way a little bit. Thank you. So, if you guys want to wear a mask, it's optional, but I'm not going to get closer than 6 feet. If we do touch stuff, we'll pop them on. Quarantine's changed a lot of shit for people. How's it been? So fill me in. How's it been in the home?
It's getting more like not aggressive, but like awkward with my brother and like with her. Sometimes like, he tries to avoid her.
Sure.
And my brother like a lot. Like I'm in the kitchen with him. My brother walks into the kitchen. He just like puts his head down. He just like leaves. He's gonna do that more often. And with her too.
Has everybody been home more often?
Yeah.
Are you home more often?
No, I'm home last now.
You're home last.
Now I start working out.
Yeah.
2 months now. They're mostly home.
I'm more home than him, but I'm less home now. I work more now.
How long has that been for?
Like 2 months now.
There you go. Just see that. Yeah, I had a bunch of people after quarantine, like at least 3 to 5 people after 2 to 3 weeks of quarantine. Issues started popping up, so it's really changed a lot of things. Your case is a little bit strange because it was more so the people being around too much that led to issues, but you're just starting to see issues now.
Yeah.
Okay, but what has changed is that you're working more now.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you first notice the awkwardness with her and your brother?
Maybe like 2 months ago. It's been like 2 months ago we were still in the house. Right? Oh, no, we started working, right? 2 months ago. Yeah, I can't really remember.
So I'm trying to see what the change was. Unless he just got, what's the word? You ever been at someone's house for like a long time? You know, like overstay your welcome? You know what that means?
Yeah, I know.
Yes. Like, I kind of like wonder if that's what you're getting there. Because what before, you guys would be working and then you'd be home some of the time, right?
Yeah.
But now, because your brother's home more, and so he's not working.
Well, now he is, but 2 months ago he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
But he's still behaving off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, even before COVID, I told you something that he'll like act strange with my brother. So I think this is even before COVID.
Okay.
But now I notice it more because now we're all together more often in the house.
Sure. Okay. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this guy's name's Goku, by the way.
Awesome.
He's not as friendly as Goku. All right. So fill me in on what we need to do, or what you're thinking we need to work on.
Well, we need to work on like Well, I did, and then I kind of like stay like in place. I grabbed my dog, and I did what you told me, just kick the other dogs.
Yeah.
Like thankfully, like he didn't try to fight. Like, he did growl a little bit, but I held him like this, you know.
Sure.
I started kicking the pit bulls, but they were coming at me.
Yeah.
But then, like, I guess the other neighbor helped me out.
Okay. Nobody got hurt?
No one got hurt.
Okay. That's interesting. So he didn't go up there.
No, he didn't. But he did growl like when the dogs were coming. Like he didn't do anything. He just looked at them. And when they got like to our space, that's when I started choking him up. And that's when he growled, but he didn't pull. I thought he was.
Right. Did his reactivity get worse after that?
No, wait. Maybe it did get worse. That's when I started going to the park more often. That's when he bit me. After that, that's when he bit me.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the dog reactivity stuff, but you're only available Mondays, sometimes Sundays, right? You got all day.
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, no, I'm free on Sundays. Yeah.
All right. So we have the dog reactivity. What else?
Yeah, I think it's between
Brother and nurse. What else?
I feel like he acts weird when he's around. He acts different when he's not home. And when he gets home, he starts acting different.
Good or bad?
Bad.
When he's home?
When he's home.
Okay, yeah, so he's being more churchy. Yeah. Okay. I can't remember, were you planning on getting him neutered or no?
Yeah.
You are? Do you know when?
No. So one of my vets told me that in there's a company or there's a place that they do it for free for this breed. The animal cruelty society. One of those guys?
Yeah, there's I think them or like there's something to do for like 35 bucks.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's on the south side. I used to live right by there. I forgot what it was. But yeah, they do the spaying and neutering. The neutering is cheaper. Yeah. I believe it's like 35, 50 bucks. Yeah. Otherwise, you go to the vet. Like it's like
Formula, yeah.
When I would, because I had another dog right now, same issues. It's breeds a deaf bull terrier, and I told them I normally don't say neuter. I really don't care about it. Okay, but in his case, and I think possibly in your case, it may help him. Okay, neutering helps with testosterone-based behaviors. Okay, so like mounting, marking, that kind of machismo towards other male dogs type of thing, because that's all testosterone-based. Okay, and I'm wondering if it'll help. It's not going to calm them down or anything. It's not going to help the dog reactivity. It's all going to be the same shit. Okay, that we will address ourselves. But the neutering may possibly help dial them down a bit with that, the other testosterone-based behaviors. So I would look into that. I'm trying to remember who. You can shoot me an email too and say, hey Jesse, because I know it's on the south side. It's on like 26 in Cermak. And then you have to set up an appointment, but you might be there like all day.
Oh.
Like you go there in the morning, you're there for like an hour or two, you film your dog, and then you leave, and then they'll call you. Your dog's ready, come back. But from where you live, where it's at, like it's gonna be a pain. There's no direct way there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we have that. Anything else with this guy? There's the obedience stuff, right?
I'm doing good with that.
Okay.
I did a lot of off leash. Started doing off leash with them.
Okay.
You were right about like this whole like training leads to off leash.
Yeah.
So doing that.
Yeah, the style of like you get off leash control.
Yeah.
So the way we look at it here is you have your behavioral issues and then you have your obedience stuff. Okay, there's two different things. So like if you're walking with Goku and he's off leash, whatever, and you see someone walking their dog, my suggestion to you would be that you err on the side of caution. You call them in, you leash them up, let them go with the dog, they're gone, break, and then go back to your doing off leash stuff. Okay. With the socializing stuff, or with reactivity. So this park is fairly quiet. The park we just came from, we were working with the Dutch Shepherd, and there was fucking doubles all over the place. So it's more of a trip, but I think it'd be more beneficial for you for dog reactivity. Okay. Otherwise, and Sunday's even busier. Sundays are crazy at that point. but I think Sunday maybe it's already filled up now. But right now, we got there at 10 o'clock, and we saw at least 40.
There's a lot. There's a lot today.
Yeah, dogs, people, bikes, scooters, rollerbladers, all that stuff. Plus, if it's really sunny, there's shade as well. Whereas here, you're going to be out in the sun. Like, I don't care, but you know, you'll get tired out real quick. So that's an option for you if you want to work on dog reactivity.
Sundays. You say Sundays?
We do Mondays too. We just came from it.
Okay.
I forgot I was seeing you today here. We were at the park, and then that's why I was like, oh crap, it's Daniel, and we came over here. So dog reactivity wise, I think that would be a better environment for you if you're willing to make that trek.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we have two things now. We have dog reactivity, and then we're gonna have dog socialization. Right? Because are you wanting to see if we can get Goku to make dog friends? Or do you
Yeah,
just want him not to like
I just
be
don't
a
want
jerk?
him to be like growl and pull at every dog I walk past.
Okay. And what's your number been? Is it 63 or is it?
I've been going more like 70. Right now I'm at 63.
Does it say 63 or L?
63.
There's no L there?
No.
Okay. I thought I saw an L. L means low.
No.
It's on regular?
It's on regular, yeah.
Okay. And what's the highest you've had to go?
Whenever I see a dog, right away I just go to 90. 90 right away. Like,
Okay.
I don't like.
Are you trying to walk past the dog?
No, I just like this. Sit. I can sit.
And he's still lunging and barking?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you're at 90.
Yeah, when he bit me, that he was doing the same thing. And the dog was like this husky, this big husky, Siberian husky, the Alaskan Malamute, and he was like right there, like where he's sitting, where he's standing. He just like launched at him.
Okay. And you were standing?
Yeah, I was standing just like this, you know, like obviously I was holding the dog like this.
Yeah.
Holding him, and the owner decided just to like stand in front of me with his dog. He said, "Oh, nice dog, and then this guy got mad.
Okay.
Launched at him.
Sure.
So that's what I would like to work with, like just him not reacting like that.
Okay.
Because at my parents' house, I leave him in the yard because it's fenced, and my neighbor has a dog, and this guy goes, yeah, he's aggressive in the beginning, but eventually he like
Cap here. Yep. Yeah, dog. Nice, more relaxed. Little. There it is. Okay, so your neighbor's dog, what?
yeah he's sometimes they leave him outside the fence, and he goes and greets him like he doesn't like have a problem with it. So I don't know if it's whenever we walk him, he's on a leash and he acts this way.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. One, when you have your dog on a leash, like some people will say, my dog is reactive on leash but friendly off leash. And they're like, why? And it's because when you have the leash on, you can't run away from them again. You start looking at the dog. Is you can't run away from it. So we have 4 responses. Remember what they are?
Avoidance, fight, flight, and
4, right? So if we have the leash on him, he doesn't have flight. He can't run away. So he's got fight, avoid, or submit to it, right? And submission is like accept. Accept that there's a dog walking here. Especially when you're out, because you gotta view the world like him. Like we just know we're at the park and these are other people enjoying the park, right? Not for Goku. Goku's more suspicious because he's that fear-based aggression. That when he sees another dog, he's just gonna perceive threat. And instead of, in his world, it's you kill me or I kill you, right? So he's going into that aggressive state, kind of like back off, so that he doesn't get cut off from it. Does that make sense? But you can teach him, of course, not to. So you've been to 90 before. Have you gone any higher than that?
120.
You went 120.
Yeah.
And what happened?
He starts crying and he just puts his head down and like doesn't do anything.
When you
Start
tap,
shaking.
start shaking.
Yeah.
When you tap him, do you see where he's about to do it?
I try to do it before he like reacts.
Okay. Have you ever tapped the button and he reacts?
I've tapped him when he's already like launching and he doesn't stop.
Okay, so unless you're 120.
Yeah, unless I go behind.
Okay.
So that's what I've learned. that if he's already launching at a dog and I'm at like 60, it's not gonna help. It's not gonna work at all.
Yeah, you have to be.
So I have to like go like up like to his max and like use both hands to like pull him back.
Okay.
So that's why now I try to go as soon as I see a dog go 90 or 100 right away.
Okay.
So I can avoid that issue.
But if you know 90 isn't going to work sometimes, I would just cap it at 127. Okay. I mean, you can try like 90, 100, 110, 120, 127. Just maybe 110 gets it without the overreaction. But otherwise, if you know 127 is what's going to work, I just go to 127. Because you already said 90 sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So the other thing is you don't want to pull back. Okay. Go ahead and remove your foot from the leash. Go ahead and shorten it. Okay, what you want to do is you always want to pull straight up, right? The up and away, and I'd actually be even higher on the leash, closer to the collar. I'd be closer to the collar, a little bit closer, like that. Okay, now with the leash, the handle, right? What I'll do is I'll lock it around my thumb, right? So if you close your hand, for one, you can't pull it up here, over your thumb, okay? When you get like this, sometimes it'll slip over, or like this, or people will do this, it'll break your fingers, okay? So what I do is thumb on the leash, and when you go to shorten it, I'll just wrap it around my finger like that. This one. And now you got two locks, okay? So you would just be a lot higher. So go ahead and stand next to Goku. And you pass it off, right? And I grab even closer. Right there. Okay, just like that. The reason why you want to be that high up, so when you see a dog coming, you want to get in the habit of naturally just doing that. Okay? Or you're going to shorten it, like you see the dog, you step aside, and you have the handle here, right? And you just go and you grab it close. Because here, I would recommend when you walk them, have them muzzled as we work with the stuff. But let's say you just walked out for a quick potty break with him and there's a dog. If you go like this, if he goes up, he's not going to be able to bite your hand. It's too far, right? If he jumps up, because you're already pulling up, you'll go up with him. But also, here, he can only go so far. So he can't reach you here, and he can't reach you here. So that where you have it right there is like the perfect spot, okay? That'll give you the immediate control. The more leash he has, the more freedom he has for reactivity, the more he can practice it, the harder it is for you to physically control it, okay? Just like that. So then once you get that down, then I jump to my remote. And I bump it to 127 or whatever. And I do all those things simultaneously. If you do that 127 hit, you don't want to go pop, 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 pop. Okay, you're up, you can't. Right, he yips, he sits down, he shuts up, the dog walks by, nothing happens. Good. You relax, go down on the number, keep walking, okay? And you keep repeating that. And then eventually you'll start to see him when the dog's passing, not even wanting anything to do with the dog, because he thinks 127 is going to happen. Okay? So when you're walking with him, always up, back, and back, escalates the problem. It makes him more aggressive. Okay, so you always want to go straight up. If you have a dog run up to you off leash, behind you, up to where you're picking up the legs. Okay, because then he can't direct the body. Right, so then I can be up here, and I can use my foot to kick the dogs back or whatever, keep them at bay or whatever. If the dog straight up came and attacked, I would drop the leash and let Goku defend himself. Because he's not doing anything wrong, technically. Right? And then I help him out when I kick the other dogs. Okay? It's just how it is. Okay? Questions about that?
Not just having.
Huh?
She got me tired at that one day. Just pulling him.
Oh, sure. But you were correct in that you grabbed closer you grabbed right at the collar.
Yeah.
Was he muzzled or no?
No, he wasn't muzzled.
Okay. You're glad. I'm lucky. You're lucky you didn't redirect that time. Like you did what you had to do.
Me?
Yeah. I would have considered in that situation possibly seeing that redirect. So it sucks, but it's good to know. In terms of the prong and e-collar fit, what I would do is I would flip it. Okay, I would put prong on top and e-collar underneath it. Okay, so go ahead and clip your red leash. Go ahead and clip your red leash to the leather collar. Good, and then we're going to take the prong off, and I think you can. Oh, you know what? The prongs. I'm gonna fix that.
Tighter? You gotta make it tighter?
Give me a second.
So here, you can pass off to me. Have your remote ready. Yep. So here, you see your plate? Hit this and then this. See that? You want it to be in the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna fix this for you. Where you have the e-collar, you're going to have this on top of it, above it, and the e-collar is going to be a little bit more down. Okay? We're going to see, I think this is going to be the correct fit up to 20. How's this fur been?
I talked to that lady you sent an email to.
Yeah.
It's been better, but he still has some bald spots. It stopped with the shedding though.
Oh, that's good.
Not shedding us.
He's shedding a lot. A lot.
It's still shedding.
This tight?
Okay.
That tight?
Go ahead and clip your leash to it. Because what we're going to do here is one side has 4 prongs, one side has 3 prongs. We're going to put that one here on the side that has 3 prongs. Okay? Go ahead and turn that so that the chain is on the top of the neck. Like that. And pull the muzzle out there. There's got a lot of prep. There you go. There you go. Good. So, when you do prong and e-collar, you want the prong on top because that's what's going to give you the physical control if he has the motion. Right? Or if the redirect, if it's all the way down here at the base of his neck, he's going to have, it's going to be a lot harder to control him from here than it is from here. So as soon as you pull up, you start to create this with the face, and he can't do anything. Okay? So now we're flipping it, so prong on top, e-collar just below it. And with the e-collar underneath it like that, it should keep it in place. If you see the prong slide down like this, it's too loose. Or like you might have to adjust to bring it back up again. Because taking out that one did make it too tight. So I think that's the correct fit right there. Okay? Questions about that? Let's go ahead and do a review of the obedience stuff. See what you remember, what you've been practicing. Because I think we did the down, we did the sits, we did the stay, we did the heel, but we didn't do the recall, right? Called. No. Do you have a long leash?
He did, he bit it.
You shoot it?
Yeah.
Okay. You can get another one on Amazon. They're like $8, $12. Nothing expensive. And then we'll use that so that we can start working the long leash, the recall stuff, and then figure out what we're gonna do about your brother, the awkwardness between the dog reactivity we can work with. The other part would help out a lot. And we'll go from there. Okay? Any questions? Just go ahead and show me what your heel looks like. Working out. So far. What's your number?
66.
Go.
40.
40. Yep, that's good. Let's walk with Goku. You just wait there.
Huh?
You just wait there like.
I mean, I could.
Have you practiced with the long leash at all? Go ahead and clip this. You can let that red leash go. And you're going to hold on to the handle. So you can do the same stuff. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. And actually put it in your right hand. And you're going to do everything the same, okay? Except now, Goku can run away up to 30 feet if he gets confused. And when you're walking, you're going to want the leash to go from behind, so it's the right side. Right? You're going to be walking with Goku. It's going to be a big cue. Okay, that's fine. Yep, keep going, you got it. There you go. Now when you turn into him, do you have to do that all the time?
Not running. It's back there.
Okay. Go ahead and just forward, go ahead and turn in again. Turn in again. Okay, good. Now what you're going to do here is just turn to your right. Yep, forward, tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, tap, tap. Good. One, speed up. Turn to your right. Tap, 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 tap. Good.
Eats the muzzle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Good. down, you'll just use the tap to help them. Go ahead and take your remote, put it in your right hand. Remote, yep. With your leash, grab by the prong collar on the leash. A little bit lower. There you go. The other way. On the leash. The leash. Yeah. You're gonna stand still. Okay? And you're gonna tap and pull Goku to bring him around to correct him. Okay? Tap, tap, tap. There you go. Like that, and then let your leash go again. And relax. Tap, 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 tap. Bump it a little bit. Tap, 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 tap. Bump it a little bit. Tap, tap. There it is. Almost. Now, there you go. What you're gonna do here, lower your number again. 45. Grab his leash and a little pull tap to bring him around. A little bit forward, tap, 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 right there. A little bit forward, tap, there you go, like that. Now relax. Good. So what we want to do here is we're being more strict on a few things. We're taking advantage that he has more space to make mistakes. Okay. The more discipline he gets, the better he gets. So we're just taking advantage of these little things. Okay. We're doing just enough tension to guide him, but the remote makes him do it. Okay. On a couple of those things, like when he lay down, and I said just tap, I wanted to see him go from this to like this by himself. Okay. So if we're going towards off-leash training, we're trying to use the remote less. Not the remote, the leash less. Because if it's off-leash and something happens, all you're going to have is this. So you're trying to learn how to make Goku do what you need him to do using just the remote. But right now, because he's not used to having so much space and being made to do something very specific, that he's gonna play around a bit with that. Okay. So then you use just a little bit of leash to guide him. But eventually, you do that so many times, you'll tap the button, and he'll just come over here and fix himself. Okay? Questions? So the reason when you were walking, I was telling you to do this, was to purposely break away from Goku to create space. Right? So the left turns are good. So if you're walking with him, instead of going like this, you're going to go the other way. Okay, so that you separate. And when you start to separate, you'll start remoting him because you want him to start running to your left side, but now he's going to have more space to make a mistake. Does that make sense? Okay, let's try it.
Yeah. So walk the opposite way?
Yeah, so go straight to your right. Tap, there you go, like that. Good. Like that, good. Now here, when he starts to do that, and he's right here, what you're gonna do is boom, very firmly turn into him with that right leg. Okay? Just be careful because he's got all that crap there.
So I'll walk it towards him. I'm walking forward, just the right turn.
Yeah, because right now what we did was this, right? He's here, but now he's doing this. So we want to correct that. When he's doing this, you're going to go boom, right when he's crossing in, okay, to get him out your way. Because you're trying to balance him being close, but not rubbing up against you and coming like and crossing over you, okay? So you'll start first, right turn, he's here, but if he starts crossing over, you're going to just turn in to the left so that you can get him to back off the body. Does that make sense? That's good. Okay, he's not doing anything. Try crossing again. There you go. Tap, tap. There he is, right there. Boom. Yep, keep moving in, keep moving in. Good. Right there. So, when he crosses over and starts to rub against you, that's when you're going in. not like exactly. Okay? Try it again. And what's our number?
49.
Let's go to 30. Good turn. So what you're doing is you started it, but you didn't follow through. Okay, so it'll be boom, and then you're okay. So you were doing it earlier, but you want to do it firmer, and you can do this. This is just the exercise. You can do this at your house when he doesn't have all that crap on, because you got the prong, you got the e-collar, you got his muzzle. So when you're turning into him, you're probably gonna end up with a bruised up knee. Okay, so we'll just do it a couple more times. Yep. There you go. Right? Yeah, you got it. That was better. So right there, just walk through. Bump, bump. There you go. Keep moving. You move to the side, back away. You keep moving, Daniel. Keep walking. And then she backs away. There you go. Turn inwards. There you go. There you go. So if he does that, because he went to her out of frustration, he's like, I'm done. Okay? And then you stop. So then he like stayed there. You want to keep your movement so that when you find that the leash kicks in and you're tapping him, he's like, what do I do? He sees you, he's gonna go. Okay? You're okay. Try it again. Did you get the muzzle?
A little bit my finger.
Yeah. Tap, tap. There it is. There you go. Just keep moving. Yeah, there you go. Good. We got a little girl coming here. Because you're not trying to push. Or like
Here.
move. Unravel a little bit? Oh, bring it back. you want him to feel the impact and come off the body. Yep. Yep. So see, I'm not getting any rubbing. Because he learned if I rub, Jesse will walk into me. Good, this is fine. Good, see how he stays back a bit. So you're trying to balance out, stay with me, heel, but not too close. Yeah. Good. You see how he's giving me space? Tap, tap. Tap. Heel. Good. Heel. Good. So you see how he's not rubbing as much? That's because I went boom. Just move right through him. So if he lands like this, right? Most people just go like this, push the dog aside. I go boom. I power through. Okay? So then he thinks, if I get in front of Jesse, I'm in the way. There's gonna be a crash. Good. Yep. Good. Yep. Good. Yep. This is okay, because he's not like this. This is not good. It's okay. Good. Good. Okay, right. Big old baby. So, let's try it again. So you're thinking like real quick, as opposed to the push to shove him off. It'll make him want to come back more. Right there. See how he rubs over you? That's when you turn in. Boom, boom, boom. No tapping, no tapping. It's like right there where you tap.
I was not in.
He gets you in the junk?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah. So when you're turning into him, no tapping. Just the turns, okay? Because the tap means get closer, and then the legs are saying don't get close. So you have conflicting messages, right? So then he gets confused. Now, if he jumps at you like that, right, because he's frustrated, you gotta power, no tap there. You just power through, boom. Because then you're teaching him, yo, if you jump on me, I'm gonna use my body to correct you, okay? So not everything we do is corrected through the remote. There's some stuff that I do no remote. Like right now, all those turns, when he tried to do that, boom, and after a couple of them, it was really hard for me to create it. For you, he's a little bit more attached, so he's trying it a bit more. So right when I saw that, right when you see him start to cross over and rub, boom, immediately you kick, you swing in. Okay? Try one more time.
Yep.
Right there. It's okay now. There. Boom. There you go. Now, yeah, there you go. Go, go, go. Good. There you go. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. It's already better. It's already better. Good. There you go. That was a good turn. Go to your right. Yep. Turn inwards. Like inwards towards. Go like this. Turn like that. Again. Forward. There you go. Boom. Power through. There you go. That's already better. Bump in them. So that's remote. See how you get frustrated?
Yeah.
But what were you remoting for?
I fucked up. That was me.
Okay.
That's
So
not
so that's a redirect. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
If you see that, you can. I don't tap that. I would go in. Use your body. Okay, because he's trying to bump you too, right? And like kind of push you with his body. So I turn into that power up. Now it was your mistake, but you can address it. Like it's like even if my mom disciplined me for something that I shouldn't be disciplined for, and then found out later, I still can't say anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't confront that. Like so it's like the same conversation. We're like, oh shit, my bad. But hey, look, you still can't do that. Okay, so obviously you're learning this stuff. As you get used to it, you just kick into those things. But as soon as you started powering through him, he got better. It was a lot better, right? You're gonna get some rub with the muzzle, some, okay? But it shouldn't be uncomfortable. Okay, it's not gonna be like that craziness that he was doing before. Like it's just gonna be the occasional rub just from him being so close.
So when he's in the house, I do the same thing. Because when I have like my parents over, I turn the muzzle off.
What's he doing? Is he rubbing?
He's rubbing all of this.
Oh, yeah. You can do it. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because if you try to remote him to correct that, he's going to rub harder for that stuff. So that you would correct yourself. Technically, they would do the same thing too, but I would ignore that for now, you know? When you do this stuff, there's no yelling, because that's what a lot of people do, right? And then the yelling is what would potentially piss him off. It's not the fact that you corrected him, it's the fact that you're yelling at him. That energy is going to trigger him, right? So this entire time, I was ready. I shortened the leash in case. I was like, if I go into Goku, he might respond, right? So I had my leash short just in case, but he took all those corrections, no problem, right? So I wouldn't suspect that he would if he's muzzled up and there's no moments of tension, but really that's on you to address him. The other thing I would do is down him, you know, so that he's just in his own place. He's not going to move. He can't bother anybody with the rubbing and stuff, and make that easier. Make sense? Yeah, you're probably going to end up having to do a lot more control with this guy when there's stuff going on than originally planned. Okay? Because if it's been this long and then COVID hit and then we get some regression, like, you know, it is what it is it always falls back on, even if I can't make Goku like other people, I have control over him, and he's not going to do shit. Does that make sense? Okay. Questions about that? If you want, you can borrow this one until you get yours. Right? Because I have a bunch of them. So they're like $8 to $12, something expensive. Just don't let them chew it. But you can now go to the park, and if you get really confident, you can let the leash drag. Because now you have a 30-foot leash, right? But if Goku tries to take off, you're gonna have to step on it to trap him, and then use the remote to get him back. Okay? Questions about that? I'll talk to Maria. So would you rather meet at the other place where there's gonna be more dogs? All right. So then she'll update the calendar and stuff. We'll plan on that, and then yeah, there you go. And then we'll pick up. We'll start the recall stuff. We'll push more of the obedience. There'll be a lot of dogs there, so if there's an activity, we can work on that as well. And then we'll see what happens. Okay. Anything else? Well, thanks for your patience, Daniel. Appreciate it. I know fucking shit got. I had you and somebody else, man, that paid a lot of money for the training, but I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on in the world right now. So we appreciate your patience. But with the program you got for him, it's lifetime. So you'd be good either way. Okay? Yeah, for sure. Glad to see you guys are okay.